brain drip shit, you know.
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Taya J, and I'm here with another episode of The Glow Talk, and we're just here growing and glowing. And today I have a very special guest here on the series today. DJ Tyler's in the building, y'all. So let's see what's up with DJ Tylerr. How are you doing today?
What's good, Gold Talk? Chilling.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for giving the Glow Talk this opportunity to interview you. It is greatly appreciated.
My pleasure.
The first question I have for you, DJ Tylerr, is I was looking over your social media, doing some research, and I saw on your Instagram that before you even started posting DJ videos, you're posting turntables and different DJ equipment. So what was your overall goal with posting the turntables and DJ equipment?
All right. So I started my Instagram last year, March. It was like the 20th of March, like legit last year. I had like a personal account, had like 500 followers. So I started that. And I basically went in with like a game plan. I was like, yo, nobody knows who DJ Tylerr is.
Right.
And coming up with a name, I'll like later on, I'll tell you how I came up with the name. Then I was thinking, I was like, yo, what connects other DJs? Like, what could other DJs relate to? Because it's like, if I come with just my face and like DJ and they're like, who the hell is this? You know what I mean?
Right.
So the game plan I came with was to, like take pictures of controllers, like build like a community where other DJs could come in and like know about it, you know what I mean? So I did that. I started using the hashtags. Then I realized, I think it was my second or third. No, I think it was like a third or fourth post. The third or fourth post, I used some hashtags in it and like pictures of controllers, stuff like that. And then people started liking them. Then I started getting like followers and like they started coming in. And then I started doing that. And then after that, like I started incorporating videos of me. And I realized that was also doing fine. So you feel me? After that, I just started like going back and forth with that. So that was my game plan, though, to get my name out there. And I was trying to figure out how then. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So that's what that was.
Well, that was very, very smart to, start posting things that other DJs could relate to, which is turntables. That was very smart. And like you said, you definitely saw a turnaround from it, and you saw that it actually made sense. It worked. What your game plan was, it worked. So that was really smart. Being, a DJ and, being somebody who's in the entertainment world, coming up with your game plan, is that something that you would advise to other people when they're starting out with something, or, just any entertainment, nobody knows who they are? So do you feel that they should come up with a game plan first and, work that, or, what would you advise?
Yeah, for sure. Like in terms of DJing, because I could speak for DJs for the most part, or maybe generally, but what I would suggest is using platforms like SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube, like mostly SoundCloud and Mixcloud, because sometimes like when DJs make mixes for like YouTube, it'll get flagged for copyright and all that.
Right.
So I'd suggest like utilizing SoundCloud, Mixcloud, like if you're in high school coming up, you could share it to your friends, just get your name out there locally first, and then you can start building, branching out. For me.
Yeah, that's smart. That's super duper smart. Okay.
That's what I did.
Hey, y'all! I'm telling y'all, listen to DJ Tylerr. He knows what he's talking about. Okay. So speaking of DJing, how did you come up with DJ Tylerr?
All right. So, my birth name is Tylerr Robinson.
Okay.
So Tylerr Robinson. So, I was in high school. I wish I had thought of a better name, but people call me DJ Ty, or like, yo, DJ Ty, what's up? So I was like, oh, I could try DJ Ty, but I think there was already a DJ Ty. And then I was like, I could just say DJ Tylerr. But I was like, dang, there's so much DJ Tylerr. So the first initial of my last name, like first letter of
Mhm.
my last name. I added that to the Tylerr. So I
Mhm.
was like, oh, I just put DJ Tylerr with two R's. It was just it's just like unique, like nobody else has that name. And I
Mhm.
wish like even today I want to change it. I'm like, yo, that's so corny. But then I was like, oh, DJ Khaled, that's his actual name, Khaled. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I was like, DJ Camelo. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just leave it. So DJ
Yeah.
Tylerr with two R's. That's how I came up with it.
Yeah, definitely keep it. It's unique. It's different. It's something that I mean, Tyler is a common name, but your little spin on it by adding the extra R. Nobody know. It's nobody has that, and definitely with you adding that extra R, people are easy. It's quicker access to find you on social media and different platforms because your name is so unique. So yeah, definitely don't change it. Keep it.
And
Definitely.
then the thing is like what I realized are so my big thing is like I was like, yo, I want to get a knowledge panel so bad. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? But I was like, Google's not even recognizing my name. Like when you search it, it's
Right.
like it's just Tyler. And then sometimes when you put the two R's, it would be like, did you mean DJTYLER? I'm like, no, you know what I mean? But
Right.
then again, I was thinking, I was like, yeah, I want to change my name because I want to get a knowledge panel, and I don't think Google's gonna, you know what I mean, like find that name.
Mhm.
But then I looked at name like Roddy Rich. Like you see, he put the two C's, like RIC.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? Like I can have it just something unique. So then I did, and then you know what I mean? Like I was trying to get myself out there, my name out there more and more. And I
Mhm.
think it was 2 weeks ago, and I searched my name. Boom! I seen a knowledge panel like off the roof. So they got it like DJ space TYLERR. And then
Mhm.
I was like, I just hurried up, I claimed it, and then all
Yeah.
that. When people search me now, like they'll see a knowledge pan like DJ Tylerr. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, that's dope. So I'm definitely gonna keep it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep
Definitely.
it, and.
You're the only one with it, and when people talk about DJ Tyler, it's only one DJ Tyler that they could be referring to.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. That's the next thing too. Yeah.
how did you get into DJing?
All right. So DJing, like in terms of music, I started from a young age, like around like 2 years old. I usually take sticks and stuff and beat my mother's furnitures, like really mess them up. So
Okay.
like she probably thought I was being bad, but after a while she realized that I was making sense. Like it
Right.
sounded good. So she couldn't really afford a drum set, so she got me two buckets, like two pans, buckets, and I
Mhm.
pretended that those were drums. So we're like 5, 6, like 7, I think. And I
Mhm.
got taller. Like the church I went to, my grandmother brought me to church every Saturday. Like I
Okay.
started playing drums in that church. You feel me? And then I got into that. I graduated, went to high school, started playing drums for the high school. And it was the summer of 2015. So there was a lawn, we can call it a lawn, but it's like a lounge, like a club. It was next to my house. There was
Mhm.
a DJ. Like I was actually friends with him, but I didn't really know he was a DJ. You know what I mean? They
Okay.
booked him. So I was there, filming, like I seen him doing his thing, and like like sorry, it just drew my attention. I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, what is this? I didn't even know what the hell was going on, but I love
Right.
music because I
Right.
grew up like music. So then I was like, yo, what is that? What are you using? Then I seen him with a laptop and a software. Like
Mhm.
that software was, I think it was Virtual DJ 7. Was
Okay.
like, it's like Serato, it was DJ software. So I asked him for a copy. Guy's name was ZJ Spinal. So I asked him for a copy. He sent me a copy, and then I got it. I got kind of familiar with it just because I didn't even know what the hell is going on because he's busy. So, you know what I mean? He doesn't really have time to teach me. So then after that, I think like a week after I asked him for some music and he
Mhm.
sent me the music. He's like, you know what I mean? Like he sent me the music. And I started messing around with it.
Mhm.
Like I started messing around with it. There was nobody there to teach me. So I basically listened to all the DJs mixes and stuff like that and
Mhm.
try to figure stuff out like, oh, this is what he did to make it sound like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then I think timing was natural to me, like natural for me because I played the drums. So that was just like I already got that down. So I started practicing.
Mhm.
And then what was it? I moved up here when I was like what? I moved to America when I was like 15, I think. Something like
Okay.
that. So oh wait, that happened in So me meeting the DJ, that happened in the summer of 2013. Yeah, it
Okay.
was 2013. And I started using the software for 2 years, but I didn't have any control or anything. It was just me like getting to know what is what, you know what I mean? Then
Right.
2015 now, I was yeah, in 2015 I moved up here. And then I took it like a bit more serious. So I
Mhm.
started doing the same thing, like getting used to it, downloading music. I wasn't really watching videos, but I was just like in my zone, like every day after school, you feel me, I'll get to it, blah, blah. And then it was the summer of 2017. I think it was August 2017. I think it was I ordered my first controller. Got my first controller was a Numark Mixtrack Pro 3.
Okay.
And then that's when I really took it like serious. Like I was like, yo, I'm trying to be a DJ. So
Right.
it's like what 2020 now. Like I haven't been DJing for like a long time. Like actually DJing, I would say like 2017 was when, because the summer I got my controller was the summer I got my first gig. It was one of my classmates' graduation party. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Got my first gig. So yeah, basically summing up, like that's it. Like 2015, I'd probably say 2017 was when I really like wanted to, you know what I mean? And then yeah, we're in 2020 now, so it's been like what 3 years. So
Wow.
it's not like a long time since I've been DJing. Trust me, I'm still new, but I want it, and I just you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I
Just
just
working hard for it.
love it.
Exactly. Hey, well,
Exactly.
you watching you DJ on social media, on no cap, you honestly would not even think that you've only been DJing for 3 years. Like, that's
What
crazy.
people tell
I heard you mention a specific turntable, the Moonwalk Pro 3.
Mixed Track Pro
That's
3,
what it
yeah,
was.
Mixed Track Pro
So,
3, correct.
is that, would you recommend that beginner DJs get that specific one, or now that you've been in the game for a couple of years or a few years, would you recommend that they get a different turntable beginning their career?
Okay, so Newmark, I like Newmark, but like that's a good control to start out with, but
Mhm.
I don't. Yeah, I have to. All right. So Newmark, they're all right, but I would suggest getting a Pioneer because Pioneer, like in my opinion, they're just like solidly built.
Okay,
So within the same price range of the Newmark controller, I would suggest getting a Pioneer SB3 or SB2. That's what I would suggest as like a, you know what I mean. So the SB3, I would suggest that as a beginner controller instead of the Newmark.
okay, okay. Well, hey,
Yeah.
that it sounds good to me. I don't DJ, but that sounds good to me. So,
Yeah, I
okay,
would definitely go to Pioneer. That's why
I
right now I currently have Pioneer. I currently have the SX3, and I think Pioneer is a really good
really good
company for control.
software. I mean, a really good controller.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I heard you mention Jamaica. So you're from Jamaica?
Yes, I was born.
Wow. Okay. That's awesome. You also mentioned that you moved to the States when you were 15?
Yeah, I was 15.
15.
Yeah,
So
15.
how was that transition going from living in Jamaica all of these years to now you live in the States?
Cold. That's number one. It gets real cold because Jamaica is warm all year round. That's the first one. Yeah. So firstly, the weather, like it's real cold up here. It gets real cold, and then the second thing, it's not really like a language barrier because I mean Jamaica they speak English, but it's just like broken English plus my accent. You know what I mean? Like when you
Yeah.
have like a heavy accent, you're like, oh, what do you know what I mean? So I had to adjust to that. You know what I mean? I had to adjust to, you know what I mean?
To
And
the
then
to enunciation, certain things. Yeah.
exactly. Well, it's a good thing I had good friends though. Like even though my accent is still like it's not that good, but you
Mhm.
know what I mean. My friends taught me like, oh, this is how you pronounce that word, bro. You know what I mean? So that was good.
Yeah, definitely having, support definitely helps when you're trying to become better at something for sure.
Sure.
I heard you mention it being cold. Where are you located?
I'm in Pennsylvania. Yeah,
Pennsylvania?
yeah, I'm in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Okay. I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Never been to Philly.
No, I've never been. Never
Uh,
been. Might have to take a trip.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're from Jamaica. You're a DJ. Caribbean music. I saw that you stated that Caribbean music was your favorite music to mix. Is that still your favorite music now to mix? And if so, why? Why is that your favorite music?
Hell yeah. Cause it's like it just gives you vibes. Like I don't know. It just the energy. Like it's just I just love it. I don't want to sound biased because like right now I DJ for hip hop crowds, you know what I mean? So it's only certain like Caribbean song that you could play, like general songs that they know.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could just spin a genre the whole night, it would be dance or like I just love it's just so much vibes because you could do it's just so much, you know what I mean? You could be
Mm-hmm.
creative. It's just like I freaking love it.
Yeah.
Favorite genre, hip dance hall, definitely.
Okay. Hey, I could definitely relate to you because I remember growing up going to like little functions and stuff and
Mhm.
wondering where was the Jamaican music, where was the Caribbean music at? You know, like tired of hearing this hip hop. Let's go to the Caribbean.
Mhm.
A lot of people had no idea what I was talking about, you know, when it came to different artists. And I'm like, how do you not know Caribbean music?
Right,
So I
exactly.
definitely understand you there. On the flyer, there is a logo for a radio station by the name of Philly Jams 95.3. And I saw that you DJ for them Fridays live, right? From
Yeah, 5
5 to
p.m. to
7. How did that happen?
um. So I had a DJ. Like, all right. So there's another DJ locally that lives close to me. He's
Mhm,
my age. You know, his name is DJ Young Nas. We both graduated the same year. So he got hooked up to Philly Jam. So basically, all right. So first, I think, all right. So firstly, I got hooked up to a station in New York. It was
mhm,
called Way Up FM, New York City's Way Up FM. So
mhm,
I put him onto that one. You know what I mean? So we were on that radio for like a year or two,
mhm,
and then so I think it was the same summer though, but it was like a month it was like a month after he got put onto Philly Jams, and
mhm,
because we're like working together, he's like, "Oh, Tyler, I got a new station, bro. Like, I'm trying to get you put onto a slot." You know what I
mhm,
mean? So I was like, "Hey, bro, put me on." So I DM'd them, they DM me back, and then they gave me a couple test run, blah blah blah. You know, and
mhm.
I did good. So they were like, "Oh yeah, we definitely want to be a part of the station, etc." You know what I mean? And they like my vibe because I mix it up. I mix up everything. Like I
Right,
do African
right.
beats, hip hop, R&B, everything. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So they're like, "Yeah, for sure. Like I like your vibe. You bring that energy." You know what I mean? So and that was it. I've been a part of the team.
Hey, a simple DM got you on the radio. That's awesome. Another question I have regarding, you know, being with certain companies is Heatwave DJs. I see you tag them a lot in a lot of your posts. Is that like a management team or, you know, what exactly is Heatwave DJs?
All right, so as I mentioned before, DJ Young Nas, me and him are basically like we started DJing the same year, like the same length of time. He
Okay,
might have started like a year before me, but he's not gonna admit it. But yeah, I think he started like a year before me. So
okay,
basically, his tagline is like I think it's like this the wave, and then my tagline is like bring the heat. You know what
okay.
I mean? I rarely use that. I think I should, but I rarely use it. So like I think like 2 summers ago or like last summer, I
Hmm.
was like, yo, bro, I think we should come up with or I said like a DJ crew. You know, like the heavy hitter DJs. It's like DJ Camelo, DJ Walla, Funk Flex, and all of them, the
Okay.
heavy hitters. So I was, yo, I think we should come up with something. And then I was like, what do you think about heat wave DJs? And he
Mhm.
was like, because I was like heat, and then wait, I'm like corny, but you know, what I mean, he's like, yeah, bro, for sure, for sure. So then we got that done. We created the Instagram. I think we created YouTube. We got the logo. We paid for a logo and all that.
Mhm.
So yeah, we just you know what I mean, created that. So I I created that basically, and he's like, you know what I mean. He's also a part of it. Part of it.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's not like another company outside of me. Like I'm the one that manages it, but
Oh wow.
you know what I
Okay.
mean. Yeah. So I'm trying to get other DJs on it though, but we'll see what happens. I'm definitely trying to get more DJs, like young DJs that's coming up. I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely trying to be a part of it. You know what I mean? So.
Great. Well, I commend you for even doing that, even thinking about, the younger generation, you know,
Mhm.
people coming up underneath you, trying to help other DJs out because a lot of
Yeah,
people don't even try to look out for other people. They just, I got to get it by myself. But
for
I,
real.
I commend that most definitely. On your Instagram, you have a ton. Well, no, I wouldn't say a ton, but you have a few posts with this little adorable little boy, and you stated on some of your posts that he's your little brother, and you talk about his love for music, and he has his little DJ board too. So,
Mm.
what made you go ahead and be like, hey, let me get little brother along and see how he likes it and stuff. Like how did that happen?
Um. All right. So basically, like every time I'm here DJing, he would come. You know what I mean? Try to like touch stuff. Like even when I'm not home, he'll come inside my room and try to touch stuff. So he seemed interesting, and I personally wanted him to become a DJ. Like I wanted him to. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This is cute.
But I don't think that's gonna happen because his dad's a pastor, so and which is my stepdad. He's a pastor. I don't think he's gonna let him do that whole DJ thing. But yeah, I definitely think he liked it. Like every time he comes around, he's like, "Oh, DJ Tyler, I want to DJ." You know what I
Right,
mean? Yeah, but he knows how to do one and two things, but he's not really into it like 100%. You know what I mean? Because he's just this not even gonna be an option. Because like I said, his dad's a pastor, so he's not gonna let him get into it. You know what
right,
I mean?
right. Well, I mean, who knows? It may happen in the future. He may be like, look, this is what I love to do. I'm gonna, go do a gig like my big brother. So who knows what happens? Speaking of your little brother and, him showing interest into DJing and things of that nature, have you seen any growth with him from the time you ever first DJ'd in front of him or ever let him touch a DJ board? Has he shown any growth in your eyes?
Too like, oh, I don't think. All right, so when obviously when he's seen it before, like all the lights and stuff, like when he was a baby, like he
Right.
used to just like freak him. But him growing up right now, personally, I don't think that's for him because he doesn't really show like 100% interest in it. But
Okay.
before, you could see in one of my Instagram videos, you could see him like bobbing to kids. He was in it, but like I said, I really don't want him to. I really don't want him to really get into the DJing thing.
Mm,
He's like, yeah, I wouldn't. But then again, like I said, his dad's a pastor, so I don't think he's
yeah,
gonna let
right, right.
but yeah, I don't, but if he was really like, yo, I want to do this, like, you know what I mean? I would have definitely let him go ahead. But I think he's losing interest in that. He's just interested in other stuff like basketball. He's interested in
Oh, you
basketball
love
a
Hooper. Okay.
lot. Like he's interested in basketball a lot. So that's why like we got him a ball. You know what I mean? We got him a hoop. Like that's all he does, basketball. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, you have to start them young. Definitely. That's great. I used to play basketball growing up, so I'm all about the hoops. Hopefully, basketball is something that he definitely keeps going with and really pursues something out of that. Most
I think
definitely.
so too.
You posted a video, I want to say back in 2019, and
Mhm.
it was a video of you actually DJing, and you had someone on the video with you, and you were explaining, saying that he was your hype man. So, who is this person that's your big hype man, and he's somebody that you would consider being a big supporter of your career?
Uh, so that was my brother. Well, that is my brother, my stepbrother. Is
Okay.
yeah, that's my stepbrother. His name is Virgo. So basically, in high school, we were in the same grade. We graduated together. So in high school, he used to have, well, he still does, but he used to have a lot of clout. Like everybody knows him. He was on a football team. He used
Okay.
to throw the biggest parties. Like he used to just, you know what I mean? Like everybody knows him.
Hmm.
So basically for the parties, he realized that I was getting like that was me just going into DJing. Like
Mhm.
he would try to get me to DJ those parties, like get my name out there. He would share my mixes, blah blah blah. And then
Mhm.
when I'm at parties DJing, like even if I'm not doing real good, like he would be there hyping me up.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's my guy, yo. Definitely like number one support. Like
Oh,
that's my guy. He's
let's
my
see.
hype man. Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
Okay. And you definitely need supporters, most definitely. With you being a DJ and being in the entertainment world, do you feel that it is very important to have a good support system behind you?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, it's good. Hell yeah. But then again, like you gotta mentally, like if you know that you want it, you gotta mentally just be there. Just you know what I mean. Like either way, I'm just gonna keep going. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's gonna be days that you, like I wouldn't really want to say second guess, but there's gonna be days that you're just down, like you didn't perform your best, and then you're like, yo, but you just gonna you know at the end of the day, like stuff happens, like hiccups
Right.
happen. Just keep
Exactly.
going. I mean, if you want it, you just go get it and just keep
Right.
going. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. You definitely have to, push yourself and work hard to get what you want. And, you have to show your support system. I can do this. I can do this.
Facts.
You stated in a video that you were not a scratch DJ. So now it's 2020. What type of DJ would you consider yourself being?
Um, all right, so when I said, I think I remember what video that was. I think I was saying I wasn't a scratch DJ. I'm not a scratch DJ because I didn't know how to scratch like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think it was like last November or September I started, you know what I mean, getting into scratching, and now I could probably consider myself a scratch DJ because I'm pretty good at it in a sense, I'm decent, you know. But me as a DJ, I think like I could do almost everything. You know what I mean? Like I try to dip my hand in anything, but I like DJing at clubs. You know, I can DJ weddings, I can DJ grad parties, but I think I personally like clubs better because the energy that you get is just like, you know what I mean, just
Yeah.
gets you. But I DJ like a little of everything though. But I just rather DJ in clubs because it's just way better. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the energy definitely is there in the club. Most definitely.
Plus, plus in the clubs, you don't gotta bring your speakers and set up. You just bring your laptop, you just plug up, and that's it.
Oh,
You don't
wow.
gotta think
Okay.
setting pulling down. Yeah, that's it.
You just said that, the hypeness of the crowd is just like, it gets you going. Being a DJ, did you feel that the crowd really determines how, the night is going to go and how the mix is going?
I mean, yeah, it depends, but clubs that never happened before. But I mean, like some grad parties, you'll have some people that don't want to get up, but like towards the end, when I started putting dancing songs on like cha cha slide, you know, like stuff like that, I'll get them going. But
Right,
in terms of club, if you're a DJ in the club, I'm pretty sure people come to the party, so you just gotta, you feel me,
right.
warm and just, you know what I mean, just be one with the crowd and just. So what I do normally for clubs, I'll play some certain music,
Mhm.
just general. Like what I would do, I'll play certain music to see what type of crowd I have. So depending on how they react to a specific genre or a specific type of music, I'll
Mhm.
be like, okay, so this is gonna be my peak of the party. Like this type of genre is gonna be my peak. So I'll tease them with certain things, and you know what I mean? And
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
wow, definitely. Woo. Yeah, they'll turn up to some stuff and they'll be like, what is he playing? What is this? What's
For
that?
sure. In the early part, that's when you should figure out, like, you know what I mean? What
Right.
you can't really do that in the peak of the party. Then you'll flop. When people start coming in, like you'll see reactions, like what they like, what they don't like. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. The next question is relating back to a statement you made a little earlier in the interview about a DJ that you grew up watching and you started DJing off of just watching him. So, would you say that he's your biggest inspiration, or do you have someone else, in your life, or just like a celebrity that you consider being your biggest inspiration?
I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, it wouldn't really like him personally wouldn't be like inspiration, but I give him 100% props because he's the one that got me started. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like he gave me my first software. Like I will forever give him his credit because if it wasn't for him, well, I wouldn't say that, but he was the one who, you know what I mean, got me initiated.
Right.
Because other DJs were just busy; they didn't have time, so he was the one who got me all that.
Hmm.
But in terms of like a DJ that inspired me, I'd probably say DJ Khaled,
Okay.
because like he makes beats. Like DJ Khaled is just somebody that like I just like his grind. He just keeps going.
Right.
So makes beats now and all that. Like I just recently started getting into making beats.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into that. But yeah, DJ Khaled definitely. His drive. He just inspires me 110%.
Yeah. He definitely is somebody who his marketing strategies are amazing.
Smart,
Like
smart.
he's funny with it too. Like it's not just something that you watch and you're like, okay, DJ Khaled, another one. But like it's funny, it's
Yeah,
comedic.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
he's definitely a great person to be inspired by. Yeah, he's killing the game in multiple different aspects.
He started as a DJ, but now he's like a producer. But
Mhm.
he's still like I went to one of his events. He was touring with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Like I
Okay.
seen him on the turntables doing his thing. Like
Oh
you know what I
wow.
mean? Yeah. But yeah, definitely DJ Khaled. And then I could probably add let me see. Like I like DJ Camelo. Like I listen to Hot 97 a lot and Power 99. Like I listen to those DJs on the radio. You know what I mean? Like I follow them. I see their videos, stuff like that. Like DJ Camelo, Bobby Trains. I like Bobby Trains. And then like DJ Diamond Cuz, she's a DJ on Power 99,
Yeah.
female. I love her. Yeah, she's amazing. So like yeah, like those people,
Okay.
inspiration.
Okay. If you could ask DJ Khaled any piece of advice regarding DJing, music producing, marketing strategy, just anything, what is something that you would ask him?
That's just so much questions. I can't even. Let me see. What would I ask him? It's just a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know. What would I ask him? I would ask like everything. If I could just get like, I would just. I don't know. It's just like a lot. I can't even think about it on the top of my head right now. It's just a lot.
We are coming up on our very last question of the evening. And the last question is if you could give any piece of advice to your supporters, whether they're DJs, entertainers, college students, just everybody, what piece of advice would you give them?
I mean, like just keep grinding. Put your mind to whatever you want. And then like my personal advice that I personally use. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I think I got the advice from Steve Harvey. I'm not sure, but this is the advice I use personally like every day. So basically, I'll wake up like every day. I wake up like in the morning. I wake up with this mindset: what can I do to make? All right. So as you know, I want to make myself known. I want to, tour. I want to be on a bigger radio station and stuff like that. So
Right.
I would wake up every morning and be like, what can I do today to make me a step closer to my goals?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then also I'll write like I'll get a paper, like I have a paper with stuff
Mm-hmm.
written on it, like my goals. And then every morning I'll wake up and I'll look at it like, yo, you know what I mean? Like how close am I to that goal?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just wake up every morning like, what can I do today? So you know what I mean? So it'd be me trying to get featured and stuff. Me trying to do collaborations. Like on Instagram, I do a lot of collaborations with like DJ controllers,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like I do a lot of collab. Like I just do stuff to, you know what I mean, get my name out there.
Okay.
So yeah, basically just how can you make yourself get closer to your dreams or your goal, and
Mm-hmm.
then you just keep grinding, working towards it.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. Well, y'all keep grinding, keep working hard, write your list of goals down, read them every day.
Hmm.
DJ Tyler has some great tips. Those are great tips to pursue what you're trying to pursue. If you don't mind, I have one more question I want to ask, and it's about what you just said regarding the goals and the collaborations. If you could collab with anybody, who would it be?
If I could collab with anyone,
Mhm.
I want to collab with so many people, but um, so I wanna, like I said, I wanna get into beat making, and if I
Okay.
did something with DJ Khaled, that would be dope. You know what
Okay.
I mean? Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that I would want to do stuff with, like in terms of collaboration. But DJ Khaled, like, I just want him to just sit with me and just give me some advice. Like, literally, I want to take that exact path that he took. You know what I mean? And
Right.
he loves Jamaica too. You know, he likes Jamaicans. You know, you feel me, Caribbean. He
Right.
likes that. But
That would
yeah,
be a very dope collaboration.
hell
Definitely.
yeah, cause he would like he's smart. Some people think he's just like all talking, but he's smart. Like if you really listen to him, like
Mhm.
he's smart, and I know he'll enlighten you. You know what I mean? And that's what I look at. I'm like, yo, like this guy's really smart. I'm trying to be like him. You know what I mean?
Well,
So yeah.
he's a great person to idolize,
Mhm.
definitely. Due to the fact that we cannot post any videos or any snippets of your DJing sets due to copyright infringement, where can everybody find your mixes, your beats? Where can everybody find you on social media?
All right, so you can. All right, so beats mixes, yes, but beats. I made like 7 beats so far.
Okay,
In terms of beats, I haven't really made it public. It's just me
okay,
uploading on SoundCloud privately to listen to it. You know what I
okay,
mean? But there's one specific one I made. I'm like, yo, this beat sounds tough. So I might make that one public. So
okay,
in terms of me, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, well, the streaming platforms, YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud. But other platforms you can follow me on, like TikTok. I barely use that, but it's there. Twitter,
okay,
Instagram. That's all at DJTYLERR. That's it. It's DJ Tyler with 2 R's.
okay.
Facebook and all of that. Yeah, that.
Hey, look, as I said, y'all can find him on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever, every social media platform, y'all can find him on there at DJ Tyler, 2 R's. Well, DJ Tyler, thank you so, so much once again for coming through to the Glow Talk and, you know, giving your advice on certain situations, talking about your journey through your DJ career, how you got started, to where you are now.
Yeah.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Glow Talk, where we are here glowing and growing daily. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.